Heinrich-Böll-Stiftung Prague presents a series of videos with leading representatives of the Czech non-profit sector on the watershed events of the year 1989 and other developments in Czech society. Oldřich Tůma, Director of the Institute for Contemporary History.
In the mid-1990s, there was a debate among historians over what the year 1989 in Eastern Europe had been about. Was it a revolution or not? Leading French historian François Furet said no. He said a revolution must have its own particular goal and ideology, and the overthrows of governments in the communist countries did not have a particular ideology of their own. These countries simply desired to either return to a previous phase of their own existence or to approximate that of other countries. At the start of the 1990s, Václav Klaus allegedly compared our transformation to the maneuvers of an airline pilot landing his plane at night. Just like that pilot, we have before us a well-lit airport, which is the West, and our task is not to invent anything, just to land safely. In other words, to establish a framework here similar to that of Western Europe. Here I would agree. I think the main significance of the year 1989 is that after roughly 50 years of absence, we returned to the main developmental trajectory of Western Europe. We got rid of the communist regime and freedom and democracy returned. In 1989, some of the ideas about what would change were, on the one hand, too enthusiastic, such as the idea that we would enter the EU within 5 years, or that the Communist Party would completely disappear from public life. On the other hand, at no time, no one would have been able to imagine what enormous economic and social changes would occur here, that capitalism would be restored, that the majority of the country's economic potential would be in private hands, and that it would work.
Jako historik bych docela rád něco řekl k tématu vyrovnávání se.
As a historian, I would also like to say something about dealing with the past. What do we imagine this to really mean? Many who speak of dealing with the past imagine that through some action or set of actions, it will be possible to atone for the past or somehow erase it. However, this is not the case. I personally prefer the term partial corrections of wrongs, as it involves the hidden awareness that we cannot change the past. The idea that we might reach some balancing point where everyone will be justly punished or compensated is unrealistic. There will always be frustration here, because that will never fully succeed. Naturally, this does not mean we should not concern ourselves with the past. However, part of settling the past involves the necessity of accepting it.